morning, everybody. Welcome into Farm Cooking with Nan. Today we are going to be making a almost like a lasagna cheese ravioli type thing. I'm going to share this dish with some of my family, so I'll tell you what you can put in it, but I'm going to tell you what I'm going to replace that with to keep some of my picky eaters from wanting it, okay? So let's get to the stove. Here we go. I've got my pan on. I've got it heating up real quick. I'm going to put in 1 pound, and I had somebody say to me, hey, Nan, why do you, wait a minute. One little thing. Almost forgot till I heard that sizzle. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil, and I always tell you what kind of meat that I use because this meat is so lean that I have to add oil to it. And then whenever I think I do have it heating up pretty good, don't I? Then whenever my meat doesn't come up with a lot of extra stuff at the end, you know, all kinds of juices and fat and stuff, a lot of times you won't understand why, and it's because we raise Scottish Highland cattle, and that is part of that's part of the farm, so I'm going to speak about it, okay? I'm not trying to make anybody wish they had this meat and couldn't get it. No, that's not me, because I don't know of any place you can buy it. But just wanted you to know that's why I don't have a lot of excess grease and liquids at the end of my dish. I put in 1 pound of my ground hamburger meat, and I'm going to put in 1 pound of my mild Italian sausage. Now, if you say, well, Nan, I don't have any of that sausage, or I don't do pork, or I don't, you know what? Just use double hamburger meat, as we call it here in the South, but ground beef. Just use that. I'm just chopping it up a little bit to get it started to fry a little bit, okay? Uh-oh. Lost a piece. Let me grab my towel. Lost a piece, okay? Well, let's get this frying and we'll be right back. There's something about the mixture of Italian sausage and hamburger that we just like. It gives it a better flavor, but remember, I'm always about saying, use what you have. If you don't have the Italian sausage, you know, or if you say, Nan, I'm going to make it with just sausage, you know what? I can see that too. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Use what you've got. Now, while I'm doing that, I have chopped 1 medium onion, okay, in the chopper. And I'm going to pop that in here. And I have so many people say, Nan, where did you get that chopper? Well, I'm going to tell you something. It came from Walmart online. Online, okay? I'm going to put it back together so you can see what it looks like. This comes apart. It only has 1 blade. It's stationary. It does not come out. All you do is, this is the lid that comes apart when you're getting ready to wash it. Now, see this little thing in the back right here? I'm not trying to sell nothing. I just get, every single day, I have somebody asking about this. But this is the way you just pull that off and it cleans everything out of there. Okay, now we're going to pop that down in there, and we're going to add some minced garlic, some garlic. Let's put a couple tablespoons, because this is going to be a big, it's going to be a big, dish of it. It's not going to be just a little bit. It smells good. Smells good. I love this little, that's another thing. Go to Temu or go to Amazon. Go up to your search bar and type in short wooden handle silicone spatula. It come in different colors, very inexpensive, okay? Every day I answer questions about that little thing right there. It's really made for rice. I'm sure it's some kind of Chinese or Japanese thing. But I'm going to put in, this is onion powder. I'm going to put in, we like flavor. If you don't, you can omit this. I'm going to put 2 level teaspoons, because that's 2 pounds of meat of the onion powder. I'm going to put 2 level teaspoons of garlic powder. That was garlic powder. Then I'm going to put some Italian seasoning. 1. We'll start out with 2 heaping teaspoons. You know, I'm all about taste, young'uns. When you're diabetic and you don't get a lot of things, you learn that seasoning is a big thing. It can make you think you're eating a pizza, just the seasoning. It can make you think you're eating lasagna, just by the seasoning. But yet maybe you're not getting the carbs and things like that. I hear constantly every day of people that are saying, man, I need to lose weight for this, or I need to lose weight for that, or I'm not healthy and I want to start doing better. Jump on the wagon here. Let's do it together. Not every dish is absolutely going to be something that's carb free or anything like that. That's not, I cook for a family that don't have to have that. I've got just a little bit of this left in here. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of what I've got in this jar, which probably was another teaspoon. Now you season to your taste. If you don't like how much I put in there, you don't have to send me a message telling me. You know, that's between me and my family. Okay, I'm gonna take that spoon that I used with seasoning. Make sure I get all the Yep. I'm going to put one more spoonful of Italian seasoning, because I'm going to be putting some stuff in this, and I want to make sure I've got enough flavor that I can taste it. And this is going to go in there. So, you know, this right here is low in carb. It has total 5 grams of sugar, because this is something that was already in my pantry. Put just a tad bit of water. You can put just a tad bit of broth or whatever you want to. But I bet I don't have 3 or 4 tablespoons. Get every bit of that out of there. What a mess I've got here. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to layer this up in my dish, and then I'm going to wait till this afternoon before I pop it in the oven and bake it, because I need to do salad, need to do all kinds of things today, and I want to make sure that I just have this ready to go in the oven. I'm going to leave it sitting out. I'm going to put it together, and I'm going to leave it out on my counter because I'm going to bake it today. Okay, I've got me about, let's see how many ounces, 16 ounces of low moisture part skim mozzarella cheese. And I'm going to grade me up some of this. I was going to tell you all, please know that if you've got a picky eater in your family and they say they won't eat onion, just use onion powder. You still get that flavor, but they don't know that they're getting the, they don't know that they're getting the onions in there. That's the way it is with seasonings, you know. There's more than one way to be able to. Let me break this off. You know, I bought me one of those graters, and somewhere or another I lost one of the parts that goes with it. You know? Well, I'm not going to do this for you all. I just want you to know I'm going to grate my own. Let's layer this thing up, okay? Let's layer it up. I'm going to take this pan, which weighs a lot and is very hot, and I'm just going to put a little bit in the bottom of the dish. This is it's a deep 9 by 13 inch pan. I started just to do it in a cake pan because if there's any left over, it's always good to put a lid on it and just pop it in the refrigerator. Okay, let's leave that right there because we're going to need that again in a minute. I just got the family size cheese ravioli. And I was needing some room in my freezer is what determined what we were going to need for supper, because I thought, you know what? I need to use that. I need to use that for sure. So I'm going to take these. These are thawed a little bit. And if you're doing it and going straight into the oven with it, then be sure and let your, well, if I can get it apart, be sure and let it totally thaw, okay? But since I'm going to leave mine out today, till this afternoon to try to bake it this afternoon instead of doing this, some of these might stick together. And if they do, that's okay. We're going to put that there. We're going to put some of that mozzarella cheese all over the top. And then we're going to put some more of the meat mixture. All over. Now this cheese ravioli is filled with ricotta and mozzarella. It is an Italian style blend, okay? So it's already got some good stuff in it. I would probably maybe use a little more ricotta, dab it here and there and yonder, but like I said, I'm not the one that's probably going to be eating this. I might eat a little dish about that big. It'll be family that eats it. I might do something anyway. I've got a little bit of, let's see, I want to say it right. This is my, it's my yogurt, but I was trying to think exactly the name of my yogurt. It's Greek yogurt, but I'm going to take a little bit of this and on this one layer, and I'm going to put this over. Now you can use ricotta. I think they'll think this is just a creamy something, you know, and it won't be no big deal. But just on one layer, if I can just get a little bit of creaminess with one layer, it will work. And this puts some protein into, hang on a minute, 18 grams of protein for 3/4 of a cup. So this puts some extra protein in there. I'm going to use everything I've got left in this one, okay? And when I put that hot meat on the top of there, it's just going to melt that almost like a cream cheese or something. And that's just going to give it a better flavor, okay? Let me rinse my hand. Now, let's put some cheese on top of this meat mixture. I've got a little parm here, Parmesan cheese, and I'm going to use some of this too. You use what you've got in your refrigerator. You know, I've always said that. You can improvise and use something different. Might not have the exact same flavor, but Parmesan cheese is always good with an Italian dish. Now, let's put another layer of the cheese ravioli, okay? Some of these it's stuck together. I'm not even going to try to get them apart. I will try to save a little time here. We got that layer done. Now let's put a lot of the meat mixture on top now. Have to clean up real good when I get through and wipe down the sides of my pan. We're going to put a little bit more cheese. This is going to be good and cheesy. I'm going to save a little bit of that mozzarella for the top. Use a little bit more of the parm. But see, the reason that I am not, don't have my ravioli, cheese ravioli, that I don't have it all totally defrosted is because I'm going to let this dish sit here today for a few hours before I bake it, okay? Let's put another layer, and then the top layer will be a cheese, and it will be mozzarella and a whole bunch of cheese and goodies on top. Now, if you put as much of your little cheese raviolis as you want to, or as little as, you know, if you want more than this, that right there is going to be plenty. And I'll have some for another dish. I'll seal this up because that's one reason I didn't want to totally thaw it, because I thought I want to thaw it and refreeze it. Not going to do it. So this is still froze hard. So now let's put all the rest of my good stuff. And I'm going to have some good bread with this. This will be a good chance for y'all to make that bread that we did the other day. That quick bread we made with crescent rolls. You could roll them crescent rolls out and lay a good garlic, buttery garlic in between, all over those, and then roll them back up, you'd have a really good bread to go with it. But I've just got some Texas goody rolls, and I'm going to have those. Now, see, you can layer this up. You could probably even, if you say, well, Nan, that's way too big for me. Well, you know what? You don't have to do this. You can make it in 2 different dishes. You can freeze one for later. And all you got to do is pop it out when it's time to have it. I'm going to grate the rest of that mozzarella. I'm going to grate it, and we'll be back and finish it up. Let's finish getting our cheese on there. I'm going to put the rest of that Parmesan. My bunch likes cheese. Now I'm going to put, so it made a good 16 ounces of mozzarella that I put in there, freshly grated. There is a difference. It melts better, it tastes better. Sometimes I understand. Sometimes I don't have time to grate it, but it's always better when you do. Okay, now all I'm going to do is put me a piece of aluminum foil over the top. Here, pay my cheese taxes. Here, Ruby. There you go. Give them a bite. I gave them some more and gave Rowdy some. I gave them all some. While we were on the break there. While I was grating cheese, I gave them a little extra. That's my cheese taxes, yeah. Okay, I'm just going to let this sit here today. Then I'm going to get it in probably, oh Lord, I guess I'll probably bake it in a 350-degree oven or 400. I'll let y'all know for sure. And just what we're wanting is for it to completely get done. Do we want our little raviolis to get done and all that to thaw? But that'll thaw during the day. We just want our cheese to melt and everything to cook good in between and just sort of marry together and get those flavors going, okay? See you back. Okay, I'm working on a salad here, but it's time to put it in the oven. I've got it preheated to 350, and I am putting that in there with the foil on it. Probably gonna leave it, let's try. I think I heard my stomach. Sorry. I think it's going to be about 30 minutes, but we'll double check. I've taken one. Let me show you what I usually get. I get the heart to the romaine. I love that kind. Keith does too. Pop does too. So I have took about 1/4 of a green bell pepper and sliced it here. I'm going to put all these little slices up together and just give them a quick, you know, I don't want it so small you can't tell it, but I don't want great big pieces to where it's, you know. So we're going to put that around on top. This is not a fancy salad. I'm going to do another salad this week because I've already been craving it, but this is just a side salad to have along with this. I don't know what happened in there, but probably Tom. I'm going to take one of these wonderful English cucumbers, and I love cucumbers. I could sit and make a meal just on cucumbers. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to cut these in little round circles. Hang on, let me wipe the little black something off the side of that. Hang on, I missed it again. I'm just going to cut one of these miniature sweet these little mini peppers. I'm just going to cut one of them up on the top. And then I've got a little bit of onion. I mean, if you've got a purple onion, I love a good purple onion. A few onions on the top. There's only a couple of us that even eat salad. Just a few onions we've done there. I could put some more, but I think that'll probably be enough. And then I'm going to grab my tomato knife by Rada. R-A-D-A. They make this. I've let these I think I'm just going to leave these sliced like that, because that way it doesn't get juiced. And I love these little, what do you call it, tomatoes. Holy cow, I don't know what's wrong with me. They don't have as many seeds in them. And I'm just going to put that on there like that. It's always nice to eat with our eyes first, isn't it? So, but I'm going to leave that dish in the oven. One little tomato was plenty. Nice little salad, side salad. I'm going to whip up some quick ranch dressing. Cut up that little piece of onion, put it right on top. There's more than one way. I'm going to put a piece or two of broccoli. Okay, just a few pieces. Pop likes to eat broccoli raw. I'm not a big broccoli, a raw broccoli eater. I'm more like, I like my broccoli cooked. Okay, Willow must be here. Let's shred just a couple of carrots right on the top. And we've got a nice salad. Okay, we've got it out. I've got that great salad sitting there. And I'll try to hold it up here for y'all to see. Does this not look delicious? Delicious. Uh-oh. I'm gonna get one little corner out here, okay? Yummy, yummy, yummy. Look at that. Let me grab just a spoon. I'm just going to get a spoon. Get that off the side of my dish. Father, thank you for this food. Thank you for your blessings. Lord, how good you are to us, Lord. Thank you for this today and the strength to be able to get it done, Lord. You know, I've not been feeling well, and I appreciate you touching my body. Lord, we just pray, God, you'll be with all the people out there, God. Fill their bellies. Lord, provide for them. In Jesus' sweet holy name, amen. This is mighty, mighty hot. And my bread for pop is in the oven right now. And you know what? This was simple. I got my camera crooked. This was so simple. Just as soon as you got your stuff together, layering it up real quick. Oh my. This is absolutely delicious. I hope y'all get a chance. Let me see if I can slide this a little bit. A chance to make you some. Make yourself a side salad. I've got some garlic, cheese, toast in the oven going. And we're going to feed a few people. And I hope y'all have a blessed afternoon and a blessed day today. I hope you get a chance to make this. If you need to feed a few, I'd say this would feed 6 to 8 people. So really, you don't have a whole lot of money in it. It's very economical when you think about it. You just got your meat. That's the most expensive thing. You got your cheese. Just your seasonings, an onion, and a few little things like that, and your pasta, and that it only used about a half of a bag. So it's economical to make this, and if you could taste it, it tastes like you're in some big restaurant somewhere. It's really good. I hope y'all get a chance to try it. Thank you for watching with me. Thank you for joining with me each day when I come on. I sure do appreciate it. And I hope y'all have a blessed night and a blessed day, and that you go out and do something good for the Lord. Tell somebody about the Lord today. And I will see you next time if it's His will, okay? We'll be back together. Bye-bye.